Alright, so what is good, dear Reacts and Reviews, back again with another video for y'all. And before I get started, make sure I hit that like, comment, and subscribe, whether if you do or don't. Today I'm not using my microphone because I need my phone to charge the while it's charging. I cannot plug up my microphone, so I do apologize for the audio if it is not the same as it used to be. Or you can comment and say if you like this one better than the other one. I would like that feedback. Anyway, we have Shorty caught him smashing a girl on the rag, or RAG, on her bed. Blood stains all over his stomach. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Taking her hell is just to get out of my motherfucking house, bro.
Please don't record this.
Let me go. Romeo, let me go. Stop. Stop. Let me go.
I'm not holding you.
Let me go.
I'm not holding you.
Let me go. Look at this bitch. Let her out, Romeo. Let her out. Fucking in my bed. She already on video, sweetheart. Are you serious? In my bed. Why you turn off the light?
I didn't know that.
You fucking her and she on her period?
I didn't know that until now.
Look at this. Fucking in my place. Look at him. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Well, this is how it is when you date people that you don't evaluate before you get with, like I always preach, because you wind up dating people like this. From what it sounds like she don't be doing that. You know what I mean? It sounds like, she don't get down like that. Because I would assume that that's when, he would have probably brought that up, oh, and we gonna forget about what you do too? Well, I mean, that didn't get brought up, so it just sounds like, he just, just did it just to do it, right? But if that's the case, then, cover your tracks, like I always say, at least give a damn. I guess people just don't really care if they, get caught or anything like that, which I'm not condoning. I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna, be bogus, at least, be smart about it, at least. But, okay. So, she comes in, she catches him, whatever, he's smashing a girl on her period in her bed. I'm assuming that that's her house, that's what she said. But she seems so nonchalant about it. Maybe that's just how he is and she's accepted this already or whatever. But, I mean, at no point should you accept or, be complacent or content with somebody acting like this. Just because, somebody looks good or anything like that, or just because somebody has money or whatever, that's no reason for you to sit there and take abuse. And, how disgusting is it that, he just has the blood just, already there. He says he didn't know. Well, she didn't tell you. So she's just gonna, be doing this all over your bed. And really, like, I don't believe that. But, that's just what happens when you date liars, when you date cheaters, when you, You know, these are the type of people that you wind up attracting if you ain't really got your mentality together and your life together. And I don't mean just having money in a nice place. I mean, you know, whatever you attract to you clearly is what you attract to you. And this is the not necessarily the best that you have, but this is what you have right now, and that does say a lot. That says a lot about you. So, the advice that I would give to anybody watching this is please evaluate who you're dating. Things like this happen when you don't know who you're dating. And I mean, like, take your time before you actually get with these people. A lot of people just rush. A lot of people, it could still be 6 months and you still don't know them, but there's a criteria that should be met within that time frame. Meaning, if you're going to be with somebody, you should have enough known, or you should have questions. You should have a list. On that list are questions about this person, and it should be a lot. You know, it shouldn't just be 10. It should be a lot of questions. And within the time frame of you dating this person, you should have all those questions answered. That way, you can come to the conclusion of this is the somebody you want to spend your time with. Because otherwise, then you're going to be catching somebody like this in your house and them screaming. I'm just trying to figure out why she's so cool about it. Most women would have just like raised their voice a couple of decibels. She literally did not. Like, she was like, she didn't even go in the room and check her sheets and nothing like that. Well, the video was edited, but still, you know what I mean? Like, it was just way too nonchalant for me. You know, she was, you know, a bit quiet, but it is what it is. My advice to her would be make sure you pay attention to the red flags. You know what I'm saying? Usually, the guys that or usually the guys that act like they play games, or however you got him in the first place. You know, hopefully, you know, nobody, y'all were both single. If not, then, you know, there you go. But, and not all the time, you know, you being in a relationship means that, you know, that's, and then you dating somebody and then y'all got together because y'all were cheating. Sometimes it's not even, you know, that's a bad starting ground. Sometimes, you know, you're in a relationship with somebody negative or whatever, and you're trying to, you know, break it off or something like that. You know, there's different situations for different folks, but majority of the time, right? People are just, you know, switching off and getting with somebody new while they're like in a relationship. And I don't mean everybody. I'm just saying in a situation where people are in a relationship and they're actually in a situation where if they were in a relationship, if either one of them was in a relationship, and then they happen to get with one another and then leave the other person, well then, you know, hopefully, you know, it was, you know, something that was getting ready to be broken off or something like that. Because if not, then, you know, that's one of those situations where, well, I met you while you were dating somebody, you were cheating on your girlfriend with me. That's not what you want. So I know I just kind of like jumbled all that up, but yeah. So what she needs to understand is that sometimes we get into situations in life that we don't really mean to put ourselves in. And it's due to the fact that we're just not really paying attention. So, like, if you personally are attracted to, you know, F-boys, then, you know, and game runners or whatever, then this is what you're going to wind up attracting. This is what you're going to wind up getting. Now, she's probably so cool about it because she's probably fine with it. Well, you know, to her, she probably thinks that that's, you know, in her sick, twisted mind, that may be like kind of good in a way. I don't know. I've heard women say that they want a man to respond to them when they call, but then they kind of like don't want them to respond at the same time. Because if you respond all the time, then it means that you're super needy or something. It's twisted like that. And that was coming from, I think Chloe Haley. I think that was Chloe, not, I don't think it was the other one. I don't know. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just how it's the time that we're in right now. Like, people kind of like don't really care how they treat each other. So it's just hard to kind of like get people to understand that you have to pay attention to what you're doing before you're getting involved with people, you know? Because the sad part about this is that this could have easily been avoided. I see him on the ground, you know, sitting there with his head down, but he don't really seem like he really cared to me. You know what I mean? I mean, like, where's the remorse? Where's the I'm sorry? You know, and if that was in the video, I didn't hear it. But I'm just saying, like, a lot of people just jump into these relationships. There really is no evaluation time. And sometimes, even if y'all did wait a while, it's not even about the sex. It's about actually understanding who the hell this person is. You know? And if you're not paying attention and if you don't know how to evaluate somebody and check somebody and see who they really are, like, you're just gonna wind up just in the same situation. And far too often this just keeps on happening. And you know, this is why I'm here, you know, to give y'all a different perspective, a conscious, woke, and no, what is it? A righteous, conscious, woke perspective. And I don't mean the love. I'm just here to just let you know that there are good women out there, there are good men out there, to those who are watching. And this is just, although this seems to just plague this earth and this is always happening, I promise you, there's good people out there that do not F with this type of behavior. And they're looking to start a family, or they're looking to lock it down. They out there, all right? Keep your head up. DA Reviews, we out.